Hi everybody, welcome to this video review. This is the Dino Charge figures loose. So let's get started here. So they have the same articulation from the preceding years. So let me just show you what they can do. So you can see they all come with a sword and also a gun. And it's actually pretty cool that they changed the color around. I mean, it would have been nice to have detailed weapons. The lime green is far better than the gray because I don't to me it makes the weapons look more powerful or energized. So let's get started here. So like in the show, you have the each ranger has scales on their arm and they're a darker shade of their color and they actually followed through with that, which is pretty cool. Um so as far as articulation is concerned, they actually went a step further and they made the spiked cuff here that can actually move up and down, so articulation on the arm is unlimited. So the arm has a ball point. They can move from the elbow region, and the glove is also rotatable. The head, you can also turn it around. From the leg, you can move it from the thigh up and down like so. And also, you can do that, move it from the knee region, and the boot has a rotatable. So basically, and on the back, they actually cared to give us minor paint jobs. It would be nice if they followed through the yellow from the front to the back as well. But at least they colored in the minor details in the back. So it's because previous years they sometimes fail to do that. So that's the Green Ranger. And it's pretty cool how they have like their own little animal here. And next I'll show you the Pink Ranger. This is the Pink Ranger. So her articulation is pretty much the same on the arm as the male figures. So you can even move this up and down. So it doesn't hinder your ability to move her arm. And she also has like a ballpoint, like so. It's kind of stiff on the female figure. I'm not sure why. Maybe because it's a lot smaller. You can move her arm up and down. Let me actually move that out of the way. You can move it up and down. And the glove has is rotatable. The leg is actually restricted because of the skirt. It happens every year since Jungle Fury, I believe. That's when they started the skirt. I mean, I don't mind. I don't sit their figures down. I don't really do much with them. I just have them displayed. So I don't really care. So you can actually, the only movement you really have is from the knee, and you can actually rotate her. Even then, it's still tight to rotate her boot. You can also move her head. So that's the Pink Ranger. And I'll show you the back of the figure. So it's detailed the same way as the Green Ranger. You have the silver without the yellow detailing. And I'm just going to show you the other Rangers pretty fast because you already saw what articulation they had. This is the Black Ranger, but since black is already like a really dark color, you can't really go darker than black. They gave the Black Ranger shoulder, they made it gray. And he actually looks pretty cool here. The backing, of course, is the same. Use the Blue Ranger. One thing that I do not like about these figures are their heads. They kind of look small. If they made it a slight bit bigger, I think it would have been perfect. The detailing is pretty much the same. You also have the option to have the gun on their holster because actually not holster. They actually have a little hole like the previous years. This has a little peg. You actually align it and you put it like so, it looks like it's on a holster. Oops, that's the Blue Ranger. Out of all these figures, my favorite is the Red Ranger because I don't know if it's the design or what it is, but his head actually looks proportionate to the body. And also, his dinosaur looks a lot more detailed, just like Green Ranger. So I like the teeth. It brings out the detailing. And I think it's also because it's red on yellow. Red on yellow usually looks pretty cool. So that's basically it for the figures. Let me actually show you the weapons up close. So this is the Morpher and their gun. So hopefully it focuses in. As you can tell, they have the different detailing sculpted in. It's just not painted. And this is their sword. And I just wanted to show you guys figure comparisons from Megaforce to Samurai. Or sorry, Megaforce to the Mighty Morphin line, because that's the only other two lines that got 5-inch figures. So I have the Megaforce Blue Ranger with me, so I'll compare it with that. The Megaforce figures are actually a little bit smaller. As you can tell, let me actually put them back to back so you guys can see. As you can see, it's actually smaller and the Dino Charge figures are taller. Let's add a Mighty Morphin Ranger to the mix. Let's see if sorry, this figure refuses to stand. There we go. Yeah, the Mighty Morphin figure also is a slight bit shorter. Very slightly, you can't really tell, but you can tell with the Megaforce figure, the Super Megaforce figure. I'll show you the comparison of the females. Here's the Super Megaforce Pink Ranger. Sorry, this webcam is pretty terrible. It doesn't like to stay in one place. Same deal, even with the females. The Dino Charge figure is actually bigger. Let me stand her up properly. Looks like she's slouching. There we go. If you were to add Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger to the mix, she's a slight bit smaller, if you can tell, because that's where the head of the Dino Charge figure is, and there's still like space there. So there isn't too much of a difference. Like they gradually raise them up. Like the Super Megaforce figure isn't too small compared to the pink Mighty Morphin figure. But then as we go along, the Dino Charge figure is considerably bigger than Super Megaforce because they gradually raised it. So that's basically it for my review. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to ask. I will gladly answer them for you. And far as prices go, check my Mint on Card review. It has all information. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day.